The restaurant glowed softly, candlelight flickering against polished wood, the clink of wine glasses weaving through murmured laughter. It was October 2025, a cool Friday evening in Savannah, Georgia, where the air carried the scent of magnolias and the promise of a perfect night. Amara Wells, black, sat across from her husband. Nathan Wells, 38, white, their hands brushing as they shared a menu. Amara's silk dress hugged her curves. Her braids swept elegantly into a bun. Her smile warm with love. Nathan, in a tailored blazer, leaned close, his laugh a quiet melody only she could hear. They were celebrating 10 years married, a decade of building a life, a home, a daughter. Nia, now 9, who was with her grandma tonight, giggling over board games. This dinner was theirs, a moment to savor, to remember why they fought for each other. But as they toasted, a shadow fell, not from the candles, but from the eyes around them, the whispers, the assumptions. To the waiter, the hostess, the couple at the next table, Amara wasn't Nathan's wife. She was his maid, his help, his anything but his equal. And when the hostess handed her the coat check ticket with a curt, "For your employer," Amara's heart sank, her night fractured, her love questioned by a world that couldn't see past her skin. The hostess, Claire, 28, white, with a tight smile and sharper eyes, had hovered since they arrived. Table for one. She'd asked Nathan, her gaze sliding past Amara like she was invisible. Nathan corrected her, his voice firm but kind. "For two, my wife and me." Claire blinked, her smile faltering. But she led them to a corner table, tucked away, less visible. Amara noticed, she always noticed, the way eyes followed her, the way heads tilted, the way assumptions clung like damp air. She'd felt it before at 22, mistaken for a cashier while shopping with Nathan at 30, asked if she was staff at his company gala. She'd read the numbers. Black women face 3 times more microaggressions than white women in social settings, per a 2025 Pew study. But numbers don't capture the sting, the way your chest tightens, the way you swallow your rage to keep the night alive. The waiter, Tom, 40, white, approached, his eyes on Nathan. "Sir, our special tonight is seared scallops, perfect for you." He glanced at Amara, his tone shifting. "Cooler. And for you?" Nathan's jaw tightened. But Amara spoke, her voice steady, warm. "I'll have the scallops too, and a glass of the Pinot Noir." Tom nodded, but his pen paused, like her order surprised him, like she shouldn't know wine, shouldn't be here. As he walked away, the couple nearby, white, 50s, dressed in wealth, leaned closer, their whispers loud enough to cut. She must work for him. Look at her. Amara's fork froze, her wine glass heavy. Nathan's hand reached for hers, his eyes blazing. But she shook her head. "Don't. Not yet." She wanted this night, their night, but the world wouldn't let her have it. Let's pause, because this isn't just Amara's story. It's a wound, old, jagged, carved into the bones of every Black woman who's loved across color. I've studied these moments, years of them, and they're not accidents, not oversights. They're a system, a reflex, a society that sees Blackness and assigns a role: servant, outsider, less. History holds this. Think of the 1800s. When Black women were maids, not wives, in white homes. Think of the 1960s, when interracial couples were spat on, jailed, erased. Claire's assumption, Tom's tone, those whispers, they're not new. They're echoes, a legacy that sees Amara's love and calls it impossible, her presence and calls it service. She wasn't Nathan's wife to them. She was a stereotype, and it burned. Back to the table. Nathan's voice broke the tension. Low, fierce. We're leaving. This isn't okay. Amara's eyes met his. Her heart torn, she wanted to stay, to reclaim their night, to prove they belonged. But then Claire returned, her smile plastic, handing Amara the coat check ticket. For your employer, she said, her voice clipped, her assumption bar. The room seemed to still, the candles dim. Amara's breath caught. Nathan stood, his chair scraping, his voice loud now, unshaken. She's my wife, 10 years, and you don't get to talk to her like that. Claire flushed, stammering, I didn't mean, but Amara was done. She stood, her dress shimmering, her voice calm but steel. You meant it, and we're not invisible. Not tonight, not ever. The restaurant hushed, diners staring, some nodding, some shifting uncomfortably. But Amara felt it, her power, her truth, rising like a tide. They walked out, Nathan's arm around her, the night air cool, their love unbroken but bruised. In the car, Amara cried, not loud, not weak, but raw, tears for the 1,000 cuts she'd carried, for the love she fought for Nia, who'd faced this too. Nathan held her, his voice soft. I'm sorry, I should have done more. Amara shook her head, wiping her eyes. You did enough. We did. But this isn't over. She wasn't new to this, raised by a mother, Gloria, who taught her to stand tall, to name the pain, to keep loving. They'll see what they want, Gloria would say, her voice heavy, but you show them who you are. Amara knew this dinner wasn't just a meal, it was a battle, and she wasn't done fighting. Here's a subplot to make it breathe. Gloria Jones, Amara's mother, 64, a retired librarian, was at home, braiding Naya's hair, singing old spirituals, unaware her daughter's night was unraveling. Gloria had lived this, mistaken for a nanny at Amara's school in '95, called help at a store with her white friend in '03. When Amara called, her voice shaky, Gloria's heart sank, but her resolve hardened. Come home, baby, she said, her voice a lighthouse, but don't you dare shrink. Gloria drove to Amara's, Nia asleep in the back, and held her daughter, like she had when she was Naya's age, promising. They don't define you, you do. Meanwhile, a diner, Maya, 27, Black, had filmed the scene, her hands trembling, her heart racing. She'd been there, mistaken for a server at a bar last year, her date ignored. She posted the video on X. Black woman shamed as maid at fancy restaurant. 5 million views by morning, 12 million by noon. The clip was searing. Amara's voice, "We're not invisible." Nathan, "Stand." Claire, "Stumble." The whispers caught clear. Comments flooded. Some cried, "This hurts my soul." Others sneered, "She's too sensitive." The video reached Jamal Carter, 33, a black journalist, Amara's old college friend, who saw it at 2 a.m. His coffee cold, his pen hot. By dawn, he was at Amara's door with a plan. "We're telling this story your way. If this twists your heart, like it twists mine, smash that like, share it wide. Because this isn't just Amara's pain, it's ours. And it's still burning." The fight sparked, fierce, alive. Jamal's article, "Savannah Restaurant Humiliates Interracial Couple," went viral, shared 3 million times. Protests formed outside the restaurant, signs blazing, "Love is not a stereotype." Amara spoke, her voice steady, raw. "I'm a wife, a mom, a woman, not your maid." Nathan stood beside her, his hand in hers, his love a shield. The restaurant issued an apology. "We're addressing this," but it was thin, hollow. Claire was fired, Tom retrained, but Amara knew it wasn't enough. It never was. Another layer, deeper, truer. Nia, Amara's light, didn't know, thought mommy and daddy had a bad dinner. Her innocence a wall Gloria guarded. When Amara came home, Nia hugged her. "You look pretty." "Mommy?" Amara choked up, held her tight. "So do you." "Baby?" But Gloria saw the weight, saw her daughter's eyes, like her own, like her mother's before her. Gloria kept Nia's latest drawing, a sun, 2 stick figures, labeled mommy and daddy, taped to the fridge, a vow to fight for her world, for Amara's love. History's heavy, isn't it? I've studied these scars, centuries deep. Think of the 1920s, black women maids, never wives, in white spaces. Think of Ruby Bridges, 1960, a child, hated for walking, for being. Amara's night, it's quieter, no violence, but the same root. A system that sees black women and assigns a place, below, apart, never equal. Stats sting, black women report 4 times more racial slights in public than white women. 2025 data, cold, real. Claire's ticket, Tom's tone. They weren't slips, they were signals. A world that couldn't see Amara's ring, her love, her truth. The battle grew, wild, human. Jamal's story was a hammer, the video, Maya's courage, a waiter's quiet admission. It happens too much. A diner, Mr. Tate, 75, black, spoke. "I saw my wife treated like that. In 72, it's still here." The city listened. Savannah's mayor met Amara, promised change, training, audits. The restaurant chain revamped, diversity hires, sensitivity courses. But Amara knew systems bend, only when pushed, only when named. More still, a subplot that sings, at Nia's school, her teacher, Mrs. Lena, 42, black, saw the video, wept, acted. She started a club, Young Hearts, teaching kids, black, white, brown, to see love, not labels. Amara volunteered, spoke to parents, her voice soft, then strong. I'm still here for Nia, for them. The club grew, 30 kids, then 100, a community's hope, a mother's dream. The cost was real, though. Threats came, emails to Amara, stick to your own. Jamal's car vandalized. Maya's job warned, stay quiet. Amara's coworkers whispered, she's dramatic. But she stood. Amara, Gloria, Jamal, Maya, Nia, a family forged in fire. Gloria gave Nia a new drawing, framed, a badge of their love. If this cracks your soul, like it cracks mine, hit that like, share it far, because this isn't just Amara's fight, it's ours, and it's still alive. Controversy time. Let's grapple. Should Amara have stayed quiet, eaten the slight, kept the night soft? Some nod, peace is easier, don't stir the pot. I say no, her words. We're not invisible. We're her soul, her right to be seen, to be whole. But it's sharp. Every stand risks a whisper, a threat, a wound. Silence heals, but it scars, doesn't it? Where do you stand? The end wasn't neat, never is. Amara kept loving, Nathan's hand in hers, Nia's laughter their star. Gloria rallied, her voice a beacon, the sun drawing their guide. Jamal wrote, Maya filmed, Miss Lena taught. The club bought Nia's books, her dreams, her tomorrow. What's the lesson? I've learned it through years of stories, of tears, of fire. Racism is a shadow, but we're its light. One love, one voice, one heart at a time. Amara didn't just endure, she blazed for Nia, for Nathan, for us. Debate this. Does one woman's stand shift the world or just spark it? I say it's a fire, small, then fierce. Picture Amara, dining, Nathan smile, Nia skipping, Gloria praying, the sun drawing, watching. That's not just strength, it's love. Ours still rising. If this moves you, hit that like, share it wide. This isn't just Amara's story, it's ours. And it's still burning.